SMT Nation, we back. Nation, OpenSignal dropped their mobile experience awards and their USA report. You've got T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T put to the test, tons of data collected, and the results are in. You see on the screen, T-Mobile took a ton of awards. They took the entire overall experience, all segments. They took one of the 5G experiences. They took two of the coverage experiences, and they took an outright win in consistency and then a joint win shared with Verizon. So they dominated. They won all these different segments. Verizon won a handful of segments as well, and AT&T only won one. But what's the degree of separation when it comes to consistency? I want to take a look at that here within the data set. All right, so when it comes to consistent quality in network experience, this is the number of tests that I guess showed positive results. T-Mobile took the segment. They had the highest number, 83.1. But number two was Verizon, and they came in at 81.4. That's not much of a difference, right? We're literally talking about 1.5%. And then AT&T was third at 79.7. They're all pretty close. They're within just a few percent of each other, right? So is T-Mobile technically the best? Yeah, I mean, according to the testing and the data, absolutely. Okay, so credit to them, they win, but the others are not far away. And then when I click on reliability experience, AT&T came in last with an 889 score out of 1,000. T-Mobile and Verizon scored 898 respectively, tying and kind of sharing that win. And those values are all close. Like, you can't really distinguish them. So with reliability experience and consistency quality, the companies are as close as they've ever been. You can't really say definitively that one is that much better or noticeably better than the other. Trust me, you would not be able to tell the difference between these companies if you were blindfolded and you were looking at that data or you were using the devices on their networks. You just wouldn't see it. You wouldn't notice it. Those scores are close. So while T-Mobile and Verizon shared the reliability experience, AT&T was right there. And while T-Mobile won the consistent quality metric or award or segment, their competitors are right there. There's a reason why people choose Verizon or choose AT&T or choose T-Mobile, because they're working for them. They're good for them. They're at a price they're willing to pay. They're getting the network experience that they like. These guys don't have bad networks. They're good networks. And I think sometimes things get overblown and overstated because, you know, some occasional problems or a regional experience, and that could be a number of things causing it. But these are good networks, and they're getting harder and harder to distinguish. So when it comes to consistency, shouts to T-Mobile for winning, you know, one outright win and then sharing one with Verizon, and shouts to Verizon for, you know, winning a segment, sharing it with T-Mobile, and shouts to AT&T for being close to both of them in both of these segments. You really can't tell these companies apart. They all seem to be pretty consistent, and there's a reason why customers are paying for their services. What do you guys think of the consistency and the reliability of the Verizon network, T-Mobile network, and AT&T network? Does this data line up with your experience? Have you left any of these providers recently or in the past because of consistent quality issues or reliability issues? And who'd you switch to, and did you get that improvement in that segment? Love to hear what you guys have to say on this. You're the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.